Hey guys, we're back at the Carcosa Club, Brooklyn, New York. I am here with Dave. We're going to be playing a 10th edition Warhammer 40,000 game. It's going to be Drukhari versus Thousand Suns. Yes. So we rolled off camera and we picked the sweeping engagement deployment as a primary mission. We have priority targets.
Allows us to score if we hold 1 or 2 objectives each turn on our command phase for 5 victory points to the maximum of 10. And then at the end of the battle, we'll basically score 15 for the maximum if we do the same thing for that mission.
There we go. And the interesting twist is the mission role delayed reserves that says that basically anytime until the start of the third battle, anytime we want to bring in strategic reserves, we got to do a strategic reserve test. So units will only come in from strategic reserves if we roll
a 3+ or higher.
So that's pretty interesting.
Yes, it will be. Especially I have 2 flyers that are definitely going into deep strike.
Let's take a look at the armies. Dave, what did you bring?
Okay, I brought myself a nice detachment here, and it's the Drukhari. I mean, it's 10th edition, so let's play some models here. So we got ourselves basically a real space detachment, and with the real space detachment, I also get the ability, if I bring in with the real space with my leaders, an additional 3 to my powers of pain. So I will start this game with 6 powers of pain tokens, and I have myself 2 flyers of the jet fighter and the void raid bomber, something that I rarely use, and I just wanted to see, let's see what it does. And then I got a Ravager here. It's actually got 3 dark lances on it, so it's more bang for the buck, flyer as well. It's not an aircraft, but it still gives me the capability. We also have 4 boats here, and the 4 boats will have units in them, and that will be the racks with a leader of a homunculus. We have an Archon, which is my warlord, that also gives me a CP on my command phase, and he's leading the Cabalite warriors. And then I have a succubus. I know it's not Lilith, guys, don't get mad at me, but I actually got myself witches running around with the succubus today. Then I have a 5-man Scourge set, and they're going to be in reserves. So they're one of the scary units for this mission to see if they come out in 1, 2, or 3 for the roll. And then I got myself a 10 female squad of the Hellions to give me a little damage in hand-to-hand. I got a Kronos to give a little bonus ability and to just hold on to some little objective, hopefully, possibly in the background. And then we have ourselves a 5-man Incubi squad to wrap everything up. I also forgot to mention, we also have a 3-man Reaver squad set here.
Sounds good. And this is 2,000 points of Thousand Suns. We have the Demon Prince. We have 2 units of rubrics led by or with exalted sorcerers attached to the squads. This unit is going to have 4 Warp Flamers, the rest of them are bolters. This unit is going to have all bolters and 1 dude with the Soul Reaper Cannon. The Demon Prince has some interesting abilities. He projects a 6-inch aura of stealth, which is -1 against ranged attacks for any friendlies within 6. We're going to try and utilize that as much as we can. We have Magnus, who has to be the warlord if he's on the field of battle. You know Magnus. We'll see what he can do this game. I brought a Thousand Suns sorcerer. He's actually not going to be attached to any units. For some reason, I thought he could. I could attach multiple characters to the same unit, but
he's a baller.
I cannot. So he's gonna walk the field of battle alone. He's gonna have the Arcane Vortex enhancement on him,
yes,
which is basically going to add 1 to the strength and damage of his psychic weapons. He's got a force weapon for close combat, but he also has an interesting 2d6 pistol, which is a psychic weapon. So this is going to kind of enhance it a little bit and make it interesting if we can, shoot it at somebody.
A little spicy spice.
We have a 10-man unit of Scarecrow Termes with 2 Soul Reaper cannons and 2 Hellfire missile racks. They're led by the Thousand Sun Sorcerer in Terminator armor. He's going to have the Umbralific crystal enhancement, which is going to allow me in the command phase to pick him and his unit up, and then in the subsequent movement phase to drop them or bring them back from strategic reserves, I guess via deep strike. But this mission is going to make it a little bit challenging. So if I do pick them up, they're going to have to pass a 3-up dice roll to come back. So we'll see how that works out. And we haven't used this model in a long while, and I'm excited to give it a...
It is a crazy one.
Yeah, we'll take him for a spin. This is the Mutalith Vortex Beast. There's a lot of hype about these guys in the Thousand Suns community, so we'll see what this bad boy can do. And that's 2,000 points of Thousand Suns. We actually placed terrain off camera. This is what the field of battle is going to look like. We have 5 objective markers as per the deployment card that we drew. This is going to be Dave's or Drukhari's deployment zone, and then I'm going to deploy Thousand Suns on that side of the table. We're going to deploy, and we'll see you on the other side. Okay, guys, we deployed. Magnus, Scarab Cult with Terminator, Mutalith Vortex Beast, 1 unit of Rubrics, 1 unit of Rubrics, Demon Prince, and the lone operative that's really not a lone operative. He's just a character walking around, which is the dumbest thing ever, but we're still going to give it a try. The reason why he's walking alone, Dave, is he has a built-in ability that he can only be targeted with ranged weapons by units that are within 18 inches of him. Okay. So you got to get within 18 to shoot at him.
Yeah.
And then Dave deployed a bunch of stuff, vehicles with units embarked over there. These are the Hellions in cover over here, I guess.
Yes.
In a forest. And then you have 2 planes. What do you have in reserve?
And the Scourges with 4 Dark Lances and a Blaster.
I picked 2 fixed objectives for the Defender, which is what I am. I picked Storm Hostile Objective, which is going to give me 4 victory points if I control 1 or more objective markers that were controlled by your opponent at the start of your turn, or your opponent did not control any objective markers at the start of your turn and you control 1 or more objective markers that you did not control at the start of your turn. And then I picked Bring It Down, which is basically each time an enemy monster or vehicle model is destroyed, I score 2 victory points and an extra victory point if some of the conditions are met, which is the model has a wound characteristic of 10 or more wounds, 15 plus, 20 plus, and so on and so forth. We'll read these when they come into play. What did you pick?
All right. Well, I picked for tactical on my own. I wind up pulling out the Cleanse, and it's basically at the end of my turn, each objective marker that is not in my deployment zone, I get to score, if it's in no man's land, 3 victory points, and if it's in your deployment zone, it's 5 victory points. And then the other one that I drew was Deploy Teleport Homer, a fixed mission or tactical mission as well, which I am not tactical, and that was the actual center. And the Cleanse is if I hold 2 or more, I get to score 5. That is not in my deployment zone, and I get to score 3 if it's not in my deployment zone.
Gotcha. So you are the attacker. You get to go first, right?
That is correct.
So Dave,
good luck.
Best of luck, man. May the best sorcerer win. It's going to be Drukhari, battle round 1.
Thank you. Okay. Well, we will generate on the command phase 1 CP, both of us, so we both have 1 CP generated in.
Right. And just for the camera, Thousand Suns are starting with 16 Cabal points.
And for the camera, for my powers of pain, I had explained it before, but just in case, I start with 3 powers of pain, and then because I have the detachment rule with my characters, giving me an additional 1 for each, starting with 6 powers of pain tokens. And I can also generate powers of pain tokens, by the way, for each unit I destroy, and for battle shock units. And I have also an additional CP because of the Archon. So I will get 2 to your 1.
I don't like that at all. Is there any abilities army-wide or model specific?
Now it's just the powers of pain. Now with the powers of pain, I get to choose either in the shooting phase or the fight phase to use it to empower something and to be able to get to re-roll against things, or I can use it for the movement phase in advance and use that for the re-roll.
Do your thing. I'm just going to observe.
Okay, thank you.
And shiver in the corner.
All right, so now some of these boats got to move around here. We got to figure out something. This vortex beast really wants to hurt people, so we're going to make sure we just get into positions here. Now I also have to pay attention because they made sure to tell me even down to the nose of my boat is considered a hull piece. So you can tap me very easily just by touching my nose, a little Pinocchio trick.
Gotcha. And just for the people wondering, we are playing this game, terrain. The ground floor is blocking line of sight. Regardless of what you actually see, we cannot see through it.
With the exception of that young red guy, I think everybody can see. Okay, did you look from here? Okay. Is that close enough to that? You choose him or him? Right. You never know. You make it so that one. I guess
that's So this guy is in the boat, or he disembarked just now?
They're in the boat. There's nobody that disembarked because everything
Cool.
has
That's okay.
characters. It's just so heavy for my boat.
Sound good.
Power over the so get 1 from the damage, and then let's go. Spend 1 to fix. This is devastating. 2 rounds, so I get 2 much. And that's all she devastating wound. And then finally let's go.
Does it even accept, or does it turn all the damage to devastating?
Devastating turns whatever the damage is to mortal wound.
Okay.
I think I should have hit this beast a little bit more, but we'll see.
I don't know. I think he's pretty buffy, so. We'll see.
Is this in?
No, you're fine.
So clean up things.
You know what? I think I'm getting a little too crazy. I don't need to have that right now. So we'll leave that there. So basically, that's my movement phase. I shifted up in the front line. The front boat has 5-man incubi in it, so we have an understanding on the field. The back area in my deployment zone, the blue boat has the Archon with warriors in here, and this is my Ravager that's side by side with it. In my other quarter, I have in the front range over here is my succubus with the witches, and in the back area in the building area, basically just behind the building, is the homunculus with 10 racks. Okay, so now we got a shooting phase to go into.
Okay, just so you know, this dude is within 6 inches of everybody here, so they all have stealth ability as a result, so they're all -1 from range weapons.
Okay, so -1 to range weapons. So now I get to basically shoot you because I don't want to empower, I don't think, anything in the shooting phase just yet. All right, so we're gonna shoot with this boat here. We're gonna give it the dark lance shot.
So who are you targeting?
So this boat right here is targeting your vortex beast with a dark lance. So I needed 4s, now I need a 5. And there goes a 5.
Okay.
And it is 12 strength, neg 3, d6 plus 2.
So 3s to 1.
Okay. It does not. I will use my 1 CP for a reroll.
Okay.
So have 1 more CP, and we will hit you and wound you with a neg 3, d6 plus 2 damage.
Neg 3, he's got a 4-up armor, so that would negate his armor. He's got a 5-up invuln, and he's got 5-up feel no pain. How many dark lances can you shoot at him?
Right now, I have 1 dark lance available that I think I can see him with. Everything else is still obscuring from you.
1 in addition to the one that you just shot, right?
Yes. The Ravager has 3, so it's 1 more bolt with 3 dark lances on it right here.
I don't like that at all.
Okay.
But can he draw a line of sight to the Mutilate Vortex, please?
It's just, I can barely see him, so you get cover save or whatever.
Which one is shooting?
I can barely see him, I think. No, I can't.
So this is the only dark lens that you can
That's
shoot
the
at
only dark lance for now.
applicable here. There's a stratagem for Thousand Suns, Destined by Fate.
Okay.
That costs 1 command point that says, in any phase, when a saving throw is failed for a Thousand Suns Psyker model, I can change the damage characteristic to 0. However, this is not a Psyker model, so that's not applicable. In other words, 7-up armor with your minus, but in cover would bring it to a 6. I have a better save, which is a 5-up invuln save, and let's hope that we save it. We do.
Very good.
Dark Lens glances off of the carapace of the Mutilate Vortex Beast, and nothing happens.
And I think that's the shooting phase I have for now, because nothing else is in range of hitting anything.
Okay.
So we'll go into, I guess, the charge phase now.
Let's do it.
And the only thing that I think I have in threat range is the Hellions trying to charge your Rubric Marines.
Are they within 12?
So we are going to check that. And I believe
Yes, they are.
that is a 9-inch. So we can determine it right there.
No, you're less than
9, 8. Okay, thank you. So we will roll, hopefully, a good charge here. And that is a 10.
Whoa!
Okay, so yes, we determined that they can get there. So he goes there. He goes there.
Now, hold on. They have fly, right? Hold
Yes.
on. They can't go through terrain, no? Not with fly, not in the charge
Oh yeah,
phase.
not
They
in the
gotta go
charge
around.
phase. So I'll go right here to the wall.
But
Are you
then
at the wall?
You're not in the in engagement range. That's the whole thing. So
Well,
you gotta
10
go around.
I got to make a 10, so that would be a fail then.
At the end
It's
of
got to
the
be
charge.
base to base.
No, or within an inch.
Okay.
But I am exactly an inch from the wall.
Okay.
Let me see.
So then I
Well,
can't.
actually, I'm not. I'm an inch and a quarter.
So I can't assault you.
I don't think you can.
Okay. Then there is a fail on
hold on,
that.
let's-
You stood away from the wall. I can't do anything. I have to come around with fly. I can't.
Can you, like, is this, does this give you 10 inches or something?
That would be way more than 10 inches. That would be over 12 inches. They're troops. They're infantry. But
And they go to the wall still?
let me make sure before
They
I.
have infantry and fly?
Let me make sure.
Okay.
Yeah, because they have infantry. I think they can still go through the wall.
Okay.
Keywords: mounted, fly, Eldari, witches, cult, Hellions. They're not infantry. They're fly. All right.
Okay.
It fails.
So we're gonna say that
This charge fails.
this charge fails. I'm sure that our friends on YouTube are gonna give us their opinion if we did this wrong.
No, we definitely did this right. Okay, so it is the end of my turn.
Okay.
Now I do hold something that is in my deployment zone still, so I can't use that, but I hold 1 out of my deployment zone.
Are you within 3 of this thing?
Of course, the bolt is hold. Remember I told
Oh,
you?
okay.
So,
Well, what about this one?
no, that is this is technically still considered in my out of my deployment zone, right?
Yeah, these three are no man's land.
So I get 10 points on the secondary for that.
Well,
For my next command phase, I believe, if I still hold them.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I have 5 points.
okay.
This one says end of turn. At end of turn, each objective marker that is not within your deployment zone you control has one or more of these selected units in range cleansed by the army. I scored a number of VP, so it's 3 VP for 1 and it is 5 VP for 2.
I would say unless it specifies that it starts at turn whatever, you get it.
Okay,
but
so
how
I
do you
get-
cleanse it? You just sit on it? You don't do
I
anything?
just sit on it and I didn't do anything with them and I cleansed them and they're out of my deployment zone, so I get 2 of those, so that would give me 5 VP. And then this right here is end of your turn. Unit with opponent in either opponent's deployment zone or 6 inches of the center of the field will score this tactical mission. Center will give me 3 VP. In your deployment zone, which I'm not, would give me 5. So I scored 3 VP because of the center marker, and then I score because of the no land zone from cleanse.
Cool. So-
I go to 8.
8. Okay. That's a lot of victory points, Dave. Balor 1, 4,000 suns. Now, in the command phase, the detachment rule, kindred sorcery, we're going to pick the psychic maelstrom, which is going to basically, it says psychic weapons equipped by 1,000 suns models from your army have the sustain hits 1 ability. So essentially, psychic weapons are going to have exploding 6s. That's what we're going to do.
He's gonna burn me up, people.
Those lances and stuff sound terrifying. So I think we're gonna do the impossible form ability, which is each time an attack is made against this psyker, excluding psychic attacks, subtract 1 from the attack's damage characteristic. I don't know if that makes too much sense or not.
Well, it's
but,
D6 plus 2 from each dark lance, by
I
the
know,
way.
but you never know. Maybe
never know. That
one
may
is
just be
gonna
2
be
damage
the
now.
deciding factor. Yeah. So, Thousand Suns Sorcerer and Terminator armor has the umbrellific crystal.
Yes. Are you planning to do strategic reserves?
So basically, once per battle in my command phase, which is right now, I can remove the bearer unit, the bearer's unit from the battlefield, and in the subsequent movement phase or reinforcement step of the movement phase, I can drop it back, staying away 9 inches from you, which I would love to do, but let me think about it for a moment. And now the added element of concern is that 3-up that I gotta roll in order to make this happen.
But he still hits a boost, and then he'll wound you on 3s.
Let me see, can he fit through here? Yeah, he can. Okay, cool.
D6 doesn't
So, Mutilate Vortex Beast moving up to here.
When a model makes any kind of move, it can move over a terrain feature, but not through it. So models can move through walls, for example, but cannot climb over it. So a model can be moved over terrain features that are 2 inches or less. And then after that, it shows flyers can move over enemy models and make normal moves, advance, and fall back. Fly models can start and end moves on a terrain feature measuring distance, move through the air when they make a normal advance or fall back move. Because it can fly, it can move directly over the enemy terminators if it wasn't there, but diagonally measuring through the air.
Yeah, so
So you're only
movement phase, this still...
so they still
I
block
gotta go
as well.
around them, yeah. So anyway, so the Rubric Marines are infantry. They can move through buildings, so their movement is 5. Okay, so Rubric Marines moved up 5. These guys are they made it on the other side of the wall, so these guys didn't. they're touching, but they're not wholly within, whatever. So I don't know how this is gonna work out as far as them shooting or not being able to shoot.
I can shoot your unit, but I can't kill what I can't see.
Yeah, I don't think I'll do it.
And I don't know if these dudes on this side of the wall can actually fire over there or not, which is fine. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. They couldn't make it across. But there are some people here, especially people with flamers. So we'll see how that works out.
That's not going to be nice. Maybe for you.
The Demon Prince is going to be advancing 1. That's lovely. So I believe he's going to be moving 8 inches. So he's Demon Prince moving up to here.
3, yes. Now he has dropped the formula.
So they moved just a little bit, shuffled over to this side. This guy is gonna stay here. He cannot be targeted unless you're within 18 of him.
Google Play. I believe
And I just wanted to let you know, for targeting, for shooting, I have a capability for in your shooting phase, when an opponent targets something in the shooting or in the fight phase for 1 CP, to make it -1 to hit.
Gotcha. So
There is a restriction for people out there to know. The restriction is it cannot be done to the Homunculus Covenant Army stratagem.
I forgot that
We both generate. Yes, we
so
do.
I'm at 2.
2, both of us in CP. Still have 6 powers of pain.
So Magnus, even with fly, this piece of terrain is too high for him to fly over. Let's move him and let's see. So he's gonna come. Oops. Let's see. We don't.
It should still
gives
do it.
me-
It should still do it.
Okay, cool. Dave is being kind enough to let me do this. The intent here was to try and use the Umbralific Crystal with this Sorcerer and Terminator armor, and I appreciate it, Dave. So we're pretending that we picked these guys off of the field of battle in the command phase, which I didn't, but we're going to pretend that we played it right. We're going to try and bring them back on the roll of a 3. So it would only be, well, 3 or better,
Yes.
right? So it would be only fair if I now rolled a 1 or a 2. And I did. So they're going to stay in reserve, and we are going to keep doing this check, well, for the first 3 turns. This is terrible right now, I got to be honest. But it is what it is. We're gonna figure it out. So it works. At the end of the command phase, I generate Cabal points.
Yes.
And these guys would have been removed
Off
I
the
guess,
field.
before the end of the command
Yes.
phase. So I guess I wouldn't earn the 2 Cabal points that.
Right, because it's a sequencing thing. So you choose, because it's your turn, you would choose to see if they came in first, then would choose to see if you gained.
I'm at 14 command points. So, Cabal points. And in the shooting phase, there is something that we can do. Tell me about that vehicle that Magnus has 24-inch range on it.
Are you talking about the Raider?
Toughness 8, you said? How many wounds?
Yes. Okay. So.
That's the one with those nasty guns, right?
Yeah. Well, this is the one that has 3 of them. This one has 1 of that nasty gun. It's called the Dark Lance. And the Raider moves 14 inches. It is toughness T8. It is saves on 4s. It is a wound characteristic of 10, and it has leadership of 6+ and an OC of 2.
The Hellions, how many wounds on them, and what's their toughness and stuff?
Okay, now Hellions aren't really that crazy. They're just there to be in your way, I guess. And they have T4. They save on 5s, and they have 6 up in bone.
It's just if I have 18 inches to the unit.
You do.
Okay, cool. So then at the beginning of the shooting phase, Magnus can only target the Hellions with this thing, and this thing is going to be what we're spending 7 Cabal points on, so it's going to be Doombolt. So we're at 14, we said. We're going to go down to 7.
Now, is this a shooting action?
Cycle and roll a d6. Depending on the result of the d6, I can do anywhere between 1 and d3 plus 6 mortal wounds.
Okay.
So, in other words, no, it's not a shooting attack.
Yes, I can see that.
So there's, I am rolling for the result of the,
To determine the damage output.
just result of Doombolt. We're targeting the healings. I roll
It
a
is
2.
1 damage.
No, it says roll a d6. On a 1, the enemy unit suffers d3 mortal wounds. On a 2 to 5, it suffers d3
Okay,
plus
so it's D3.
And then on a 6, it would have been d3 plus 6. So this is d3 plus 3. So we're going to roll to see what's the d3. 2 plus 3, 5 mortal wounds on that unit.
5 mortal wounds. 2 wounds apiece for the Hellions. So 2, 4, and 1 wounded in the front. 4. 5. We will remove these 2.
I'm going to use Temporal Surge, which is 5 psychic points or Cabal points, Dave. So I'm at 7. So can you just take me down to 2? And I got to pick a Psyker. I'm going to pick this dude over here. He's within 18 inches of Magnus, and he will essentially allow him to move 1 additional time, but Magnus is not going to be able to charge. So Magnus is going to move up to here, I think.
Well, no, because I just clicked on all logistics.
Okay, and I think we can draw a line of sight to these 2 units from Magnus. I don't think is this.
I don't know. It's base to base type concept. So if your base can see even a point of it, it's just a cover save for me because you don't see it 100%.
That's okay. We're gonna say that we don't see that dude. I've been anxious to try the Mutilate Vortex Beast. So let's see what it can do. I need to destroy vehicles, or I need to destroy.
So when you target that boat, I'm going to use the 1 CP to make your hit roll -1.
That's okay. So this is hold on. So this is a vehicle, and is this a monster?
That's a monster. That's a vehicle in cover save. That's not a cover save because he's straight out looking at him.
Can he still?
And I don't think it's a skewering situation, so I would still, it's just cover save.
You'll get cover, yeah, that's okay. Let's target that vehicle.
And now that you target it, I will now spend my 1 CP to make it -1 for your hit roll.
Cool, so he's using the beam option of that weapon, and he is looking for a 4 to hit. We're gonna roll it again because it didn't land in there. I missed, but I am gonna burn a command point going down to 1. And I'm gonna try and re-roll this dice and hope for a 4. That is a hit. So this is now going to be strength 18 versus toughness.
Less is 8, so what is
Anything
it?
but. So that's a wound. That's going to be -4.
So 6 up in Vone, I guess.
Go for it.
Let me see first. I want to make sure I'm doing that right. Yeah, 6 up in Vone it is. And that is not a 6 up in Vone.
So that's going to be D6 plus 6 damage.
That is trying to blow up my boat there. Thanks a lot. Deadly Demise.
Whoa! Whoa!
Okay, so
Jesus.
now Deadly Demise, which Milan just loved to do right now, gave D3 mortal wounds. Okay. So it's going to do it to the Hellions because everything else I don't.
What's the range of it? I imagine it's 6 inches.
It would
right?
say probably 6.
Just
so
do me a
I'm going to
favor.
just say 6 inches for now, and then
Just
let's
double
measure.
check if this dude is
It's
within
gonna.
6.
I'm going to check now. So now this is the hole, and I am not on my base at all. There,
Okay.
or there.
Cool.
Okay.
So go for it. It's
All
just,
right. So
Killian.
here D3. We got to generate. That's cocked. That's 3 mortal wounds right there. So that takes 1 wound to that, 2 right here. And now the boat has men that got to come out. So let me get out the 4 other guys that come along with that gentleman that's there. Have to be within the range. What I am going to do is probably stay back.
They have to be wholly
here.
weight free, right?
Yep, that's why I'm there. Now I can remove the boat.
like I was like,
So now the boat is out of there. Now I will make the roll for you to see if anyone dies, which seems like it's possible. No one dies.
Okay, that was interesting. So
Ooh, that was crazy.
the Mutilate Vortex Beast is done with its shooting. Who do we want to shoot next, Dave?
I don't know. We like pain. Continue.
Power from pain. So this dude has advanced, so even if he was in range, he can't. Well, he has a 24-inch gun, so he could have, but he advanced, so he can't. It's not an assault weapon, I don't think. The Infernal Cannon. Magnus can draw a line of sight to these dudes, and he can draw a line of sight to the vehicle. I would like to target the Hellions, really, but let's target the vehicle because we gotta kill the vehicle.
So you're
and
going
monsters.
against the monster?
I think so. Can
Okay.
you use that -1?
No, I
again?
already used the strat. Remember, you can. It's still only a strat per phase for turn. He is a T7, saves on 3s, wounds of 7, moves 7 inches. He's a leadership of 6+ with an OC of 2, and also has a 6-up feel no pain. 6-up invuln, excuse me, and has a 5-up feel no pain.
You know what? We'll get back to Magnus. Let's fire. Let's see what the rubrics can do to the Hellions first. 4 flamers in here that are going to fire their flame. I mean, everything's going to go.
Everything is going into the Helions.
They're D6 attacks. 4 of them, they ignore cover, and they are auto hits. So D6 times 4 is going to be 10, 14. 14. These are strength 4. Toughness is on the Hellions.
On Helion 4.
4. So force the wound. Miss, miss. Miss, 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 miss. So we got 2, 4, 6. These are -1 and 1 point of damage. Actually, you know what? This is interesting, and I keep forgetting this. They have the special rule, Bringers of Change. Bringers of Change allows them to re-roll their wound rolls of 1 against models that are anywhere on the field of battle. But if they're within an objective marker, within the range of their objective marker, which these dudes are, they can reroll all 2 wound rolls. So we're just going to reroll these. Cool. So these are still misses. Now there's another thing that they have, which is a War Gear ability, Icon of Flame. Each time a model in the bearer's unit makes a ranged attack, if a critical wound is scored, which is the wound rolls of 6, they have -2 AP instead of -1. So they improve AP by
So 5 of them are -2.
So let's see. We have 6, and we have 2, 4, 6. So we have 6 -1s and 6 -2s.
6. And this is to the Helions, so this is all going to be the 6-up invuls. So,
Oh, they don't care. Okay.
No.
So just 12 in.
okay.
If you're not taking an armor save.
2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I have to, it's all to the invuls.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so they're dead. Because that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4, that's 5, that's 6. You killed 4, that is the remaining unit.
Cool. And we also said that, I mean, I declared that I'm shooting everything into that unit, so the shots from the Exalted Sorcerer and the Aspiring Sorcerer are just gonna fizzle out. Okay. What do you say? The ground floor is blocking line of sight. But,
Yes, it is.
Can I draw a line of sight from here to here?
I said the first floor, so I would say the windows here, but the way they're determining, I don't know how the shots go from.
Like this?
Yeah, like I don't know, because the rules were I can't shoot if you're past this or something if I'm not in the terrain.
So, okay, cool.
So I can't see you, you can't see me is really what's
That's
going on.
again.
But now I know there's Titanic rules, but he's not Titanic.
No, or towering.
Yeah, towering. Yeah.
You know what? We're not sure, but we're going to play it safe, and we're going to say that I can't draw a line of sight, but our friends on YouTube that are watching this video,
Help us, please.
they will correct us, I'm sure, if we're doing this wrong. So let's say that the only eligible target for Magnus is that vehicle over there, and I'm going to fire both ranged weapons into it. So we're going to start with the Gaze of Magnus, which is It has 24-inch range. He is in range. So Magnus firing into the what's the name of that thing again?
To the Chronos?
Chronos. So 3d3 number of attacks is going to be 3, 4, 5 attacks total. Now Magnus is hitting on 2s. This is a psychic weapon. He would improve a hit roll by 1, but he can improve it better than a 2. He is this is strength 9, toughness is less. So well, let's see first if he hits. So he is looking for 2s. Okay. Now you remember that at the beginning of the turn we turned 6s into exploding 6s
Yes.
for psychic weapons. So we're just gonna add one additional one. So now this many hits. So that's going to be 6 instead of 5. It's strength 9, toughness less. So looking for 3s. But he has an aura, Lord of the Planet of the Sorcerers. So basically he will be improving his wound rolls by 1. So he's actually looking for 2s. Good thing, because we missed one. So there are this weapon has a devastating wounds special rule, but there are no 6s, so no devastating wounds. It's instead just going to be 5 wounds. These are going to be -2 to AP, and they're going to be 3 points of damage each.
Okay, so 5 ups, and I have a cover, right? So
your armor is 3.
it's 3, then it's
So
your,
it's really -1 instead of -2.
so it goes to 4s.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so I failed 2 out of
So
that.
that's 6 points of damage.
Now 6 points of damage, I have the feel no pain rolls, so
So
2,
you-
4, 5, 6, and on 5 ups. Okay, so I only take 1 out, so 2, 4, 5.
5 points of damage.
Yes, sir.
How many wounds?
And he is at 2 remaining.
2 remaining. Okay, let's see if the Zinch's Firestorm can finish him off. Number of attacks on this weapon is d6 plus 3 for a total of 8. 1 miss, but we have 2 exploding 6s because psychic weapon and lethal sustained hits.
Hits of 1.
And then this is strength 5, toughness is more, so we're looking for 5s, but Magnus's aura improves it by 1, so we're looking for 4s. Okay, these are all misses. Now, this weapon does not have devastating wounds, lucky for you, because they're all 2 6s. Instead, it's just going to be 4 to wound rolls, and these are -1, but you have cover, so your regular 3-up armor save.
Okay, I
So
fail
you
1.
This is going to be 2 points of damage, so 5 up, feel no pain twice.
Oh! He's at 1.
1 wound remaining. Ah ha ha! Now, is there anything else? Can I draw a line of sight with anybody to inflict 1 additional wound? I don't think I can. So that's all I can do as far as shooting goes. As far as charges go, I am not within charging distance. I am outside of 12, and I am outside of 12 here. So that's all I can do.
Any scoring conditions with your secondaries?
Let's see. So the primaries we can't do just yet, right?
What is it state in the primary?
Primary just says in the second.
Yeah, second, third,
So
and-
we can't score that one. Now, as far I have storm hostile objective. It says at the end of your turn, which is now, if either of the below conditions are satisfied, the secondary mission is achieved, and you score 4 victory points if you're using fixed missions, which I am. So you control 1 or more objective markers that were controlled by your opponents at the start of your turn. This was controlled by you at the start of my turn. I control it now, so that's going to give me 4 victory points. The secondary mission cannot be achieved during the first battle round, so I cannot get this. Does your mission say the same thing? I cannot get this one in the first battle round.
Oh, no, none of them said
At the
that.
bottom, it doesn't say it?
No, nothing
Okay,
here.
cool. So I can't score storm hostile objective. The second thing that I have as a defender is bring it down. While the secondary mission is active, each time an enemy monster or vehicle model is destroyed, I score 2 victory points and add extra VPs for each of the conditions below that are satisfied, all are cumulative. So the destroy model has a wound characteristic of 10 or 15 or 20. So this vehicle over here had a wound characteristic of
I'll tell you right now, the Raider has 10.
10. So I would get 2 for destroying it, and because it had 10 plus wounds, I would get 1 additional one, so that would give me 3 victory points, I guess. So the score is 8-3. Let's see.
So you scored 3 secondary points?
Yes,
Okay.
and no primary, so we're going to move on into Battle Round 2 for Drukhari.
Yes. So we will both generate on the beginning of the battle round.
Yep, so I go up to 2 command points, you
And
go...
I will go to 3 because I gain 1 plus 1 from the Archon.
Okay. Any...
I did not pay or kill anything. You did not suffer any battle shock tests, so I'm still at 6 powers of pain because I
What about this
also
one?
did not spend. Now this is a 1 unit thing. Battle shock, I don't think
it's below half of his wounds,
of
right?
his wounds, but a battle shock is half of a unit's, right?
And if it's a single model
Okay,
unit,
so
then
let's
it's
see.
like in
I'll
half.
roll that then. Oh, I got to roll at the camera, and I passed. Well, now battle shock is 2.
It's higher.
No, it's 2. It's 2
D6. so you
D6.
gotta- Yeah, so 6.
So 6, and
What's
I
his
believe that's it.
leadership?
And Kronos is 6 plus on LD.
6 plus.
Yes.
So you roll the 6, so you pass the.
Okay,
you
so
gotta-
he
you
is
gotta-
not battle shocked.
Yeah, he's not battleship.
Okay, so now we did that legal.
Okay, the distance.
And now from this point on, for the priority targets can start being scored. So just for our knowing, at the end of each command phase, a player whose turn it is scores 5 victory points if they control a marker. And they can only score 10 for this.
Okay.
So right now, at the end of my command, I could hold 2. So I can only get 10. So we know.
Score it in your command phase?
Yes, it says
Okay.
at the end of the command phase.
So you're holding that one and you're holding this one? Okay, cool.
And that's for the primary.
So it's incredible amount of movement.
Now, does he degrade in any way, considering that he's below like 1, I mean, he's in the 1 to 4 wound bracket? You can all,
Kronos does not have a bracketing system.
What are we doing, Dave? What are we thinking?
We're thinking try to shoot.
Oh, that's the 3
Yes.
dark lens thing?
And we're trying to get it to where it's in range so I can shoot your mutilated beast.
That's not fair.
And somehow be on these objectives to get some shots at the same time. We'll leave him still here. I think I've made the movements of what's on the field. Now I have the strategic reserve units, so I will attempt to bring in the scourges first. So now we have to roll to see on a 3 plus if they can even come out. They do not. So the scourges stay out. Now we're gonna go for the jet fighter, and that dice is dead to me. Okay, so now we're gonna go and try to roll a 3 plus for the jet fighter. And the jet fighter will come out.
Okay.
And then while I roll and I'm right here, we're also gonna declare for the Void Ray Bomber to come out. And that does not come out.
Okay.
Okay, so only one thing in the reserves came out the whole thing.
Now, how does this work? I don't
I can
know.
go anywhere strategic reserve rules allows me to.
Okay.
And I cannot fly because it's considered just like strategic reserve rules that I have made a move already.
Oh, so just drop him
So
somewhere
I'm
in-
dropping anywhere on the board edge. I cannot drop in your battlefield edge until turn 3 and on.
But you're not limited to your deployment zone.
I am not limited to my deployment zone.
Okay.
Yeah, you should 2%. I think you want some notes here where you got it.
And flyers can move 20 plus inches, and they change the rules that I can overhang if I need to.
Oh, so you can, a part of your model
Over
can
here,
be...
just right here, but no. The second I do that, I go into strategic reserves.
Oh, I see.
So I can do it, but if I put myself
You're
a
going
quarter,
out
I'm going
again.
into
Okay,
reserves
gotcha,
again.
gotcha.
Okay, so I'm gonna put him here. He's not at the edge.
And I have some command points, right? And you got.
You have 2 command points, and I have 3.
In your movement phase, you got within 12 of me with these dudes, right? So I could, in theory, invoke a stratagem here, Overwatch, right? I can spend the command point and I can
That's what it
Overwatch.
says? Because they didn't come in from reserves, they walked over there.
It doesn't. I think
Okay.
if you in movement or charge phase, if you come in within 24 inches of me, I can spend some command points. Now, to be fair, Dave, I think I need to invoke this as soon as this happens. On a 4-up, I am going to invoke Overwatch.
Sometimes like the
I get a 4. So I am going to spend a command point, so I'm going to go down to 1. Now, the Mutilate Vortex Beast has this vortex thing that operates in different modes. One of them is essentially a flamer, a torrent that ignores cover. It has a 12-inch range, so I can actually target these 2 models over here, right?
So it's auto hitting, right?
It's auto hitting. Tell me about these dudes.
Those are the incubi. The incubi, if they get into hand in hand, they can do a little damage. I'll tell you that. He ain't really dangerous. He's more your score points. Incubi, they have the demiclaves that would do 3 attacks apiece at hitting on 3s, neg 2 damage apiece.
You know what? You convinced me. Let's go after the incubi. So we're firing Overwatch into the incubi with the Mutilate Vortex Beast. Warp Vortex in torrent mode, ignores cover, torrent, 2d6 auto hits for 12. Zinj protects, my man. He doesn't like these incubi being here.
Hey, it's my goddess too. Evil
You
demons.
said this is strength 6, their toughness is 3, so we're looking for 2s to wounds. And we get 3 1s, but out of 12, that's 9 wounds. These are -1 and they ignore cover, which this would actually, would it get it? I don't even know, because I can see all of your models.
So it's neg 1, right?
It is.
Okay. So I'm saving on 4s on this.
They have an armor.
They have a 3-up save.
Okay, -1. They don't get cover, so go
No,
for it.
they're not in cover
No,
anyway.
but this weapon would not let them get cover anyway.
Oh, excuse me.
It's a flamer.
Okay, well I failed 1.
Did you? No.
3 up. Oh, 2.
That's a good.
That's not bad.
That's a good save. I killed 2.
Yes, you did.
I was thinking I was going to do more. That's really surprising, Dave, and kudos to you and your incubi.
Okay, so these are -2 to damage.
Okay. And I just realized I could have done this even with the rubrics that have actually 4d6 flamers. But it is what it is.
Okay, so we're gonna start with the Ravager over here to your Vortex Beast, and I'm gonna use 3 Dark Lances at that because this thing is causing me a problem.
So he's
I
outside of the range of this dude. He's not within 6, so he does not have stealth. So you shoot at your regular ballistic skill.
okay, ballistic skill of 3+ is for the Raiders, and for the Ravager is 4+. Okay,
So how many shots?
4+. 3 of them of the Dark Lances. 2 6s there. And one that is not, do I really want to re-roll this? I'm going to spend the CP and re-roll the failed one.
Okay.
Go down to 2.
Okay.
And that is off the chart. It fails. So we got 2 that hit and 12 strength or less.
Strength, toughness is 10, so 3s.
3, so 1 goes through from the Dark Lance.
AP.
And that's neg 3, d6 + 2.
Neg 3, but he would get cover because you don't get, I mean, he's partly obscured.
That's
you
fine.
don't see this whole model. Neg 3 would then turn into neg 2. He's got an armor save of 4, so that would be an armor save of a 6, but he's got an invuln save of a 5-up. And he saves it.
That's a strong guy. So we're going to continue with my flyer that came in, and since it came in, we're going to shoot it with 2 dark lances, and then also, I don't think I have range. No, Splinter's 24, and I don't think I'm in 24 from that. Is that 24?
Over the model, yes. Over the base, let's say yes.
Okay.
I can't tell.
All right, so Splinters and the Dark Lancers. So first the Dark Lance shots. We get 1,
Did you give me some for engagement?
nothing, and then Splinter, 1 attack.
Yeah.
No. Okay, so that's done. All right, so the next Dark Lancer from this boat is going to shoot at your Vortex Beast. It hits. It does not wound. I'm scoring big time with shots. The final boat hits. Wounds. Vortex Beast save.
5 up in one. No damage.
It's D6 plus 2.
Go for it.
Would be 3 damage.
He's got a feel no pain, I believe. Let me see where he is. He's got 5 up feel no pain, and he shrugs 1 off, so he takes 2 points of damage.
Yeah, I did something to him.
He had 13.
And then you only took 2, so he's at 11.
11.
There you go.
Math.
Math is hard. Okay.
Numbers.
Numbers are weird. All right, so I believe that's what I can do there. Oh, the Chronos could shoot.
Okay.
So that'll be my last shots. So he will do the auto hit siphon spirit filter. It's 5-1 damage, and it gives me D6 attacks. So that's 2 of them auto hitting, 5-1. So hitting him is toughness greater, right? The Vortex Beast.
10.
Right. So needing 5s, 1. It's -1. 1 damage to him.
You don't have to do anything.
1-1.
1-1 from the Chronos to him, and
5
then I
up
have
armor,
1 more.
5 up in one fails damage.
It's 1 damage, and then
5 up feel no pain.
Your left.
He takes it.
okay, and then I have the Spirit Vortex, which gives me D6 on 3s. 6 on 3s. All hit. And now it's the same strength, so needing 5s.
What's the strength?
5-1-1.
So you're looking for 6s, no?
6s? Okay, so
because
1
it's
6.
it's
That's
double.
anyway, it was the only thing that went.
It's double his
Oh, it's double, right.
his toughness 10, right?
Yes, so it's 6s, and I have 1 6. And it's just 1 save at -1. 1 damage.
So 5 up armor. Save.
You got it, man.
Or 5.
Now we go into, I guess, the charge phase.
Let's do it.
All right, so Chronos is going to attempt to charge your Vortex Beast. Is there anything I have to worry about?
Yes. Go for it.
It's a fail. Okay, and I'm going to empower them in the charge phase. Drop down to 5.
Okay.
They're going to get to re-roll the charge phase. They're going to charge your Vortex Beast now.
Okay.
10.
They like it.
Base.
They can't end on that little circle.
They cannot end on the circle,
any
so
point,
I'll just go right there. Okay, so that's it. That's my charges. So we will start the fight phase there. The Incubi get 3 attacks each. The leader, I have to roll separate. So let's do 3 attacks apiece. 3 plus, I hit on -2, 2 damage.
So you got 3 models, 3 attacks each, 9 total.
So I have 2 models.
Okay.
Hitting you with 3 attacks, and then the leader is going to hit you with his attack as well. I got to roll them separate
Gotcha.
because
So
he's got dual and they have
No
single.
problem. So 6 attacks from the.
Hitting on 3s.
Okay.
Okay, take these out. And now this is
Strength,
6.
toughness 10, so 5s.
Okay. 2.
AP.
And that is -2, 2 damage.
-2, 2 damage
Yes.
would be a 6 up armor, but 5 up invuln is better. So 2 5-ups, I saved them both.
You're the best. And then now we got 6 here from him. 3s. Anything there. And same thing, so 5s.
5s.
So you got 2, and this is neg 2 damage.
So 5-up invuln, saved 1. 1 goes through, so that's 2 points of damage. So 5-up, feel no pain. 1.
No.
So he is down to 9 wounds remaining. Okay?
Okay, so now you get to hit me back.
He's got 2 melee weapons. First one is 15 attacks. The second one is 5. So let's do the one with 5. 5 attacks with the Mutilith claws. He is looking for 3s to hit. They don't have any minuses or anything like that, right? Okay, so 2 go through. These are going to be strength 9. Their toughness is
is 3, so 2s.
2s to wounds. 2 wounds. These are -2.
Okay, 5-up invulns.
Okay.
Neither.
They're 4 points of damage each.
Okay, 2 guys down.
And then there's 15 attacks with the tentacled claw. These are looking for 3s. They're going to be wounding on 2s. They have no AP, but let's see if 15 attacks.
Say goodbye to this man.
These are misses, but these are hits. 3 or better. And then these are, what did we say? Strength 6. That's double their toughness. So 2s to wound. Oh, 4 ones, but they're still 2, 4, 6, 7. To wound rolls, no AP, 1 point of damage. Oops, sorry.
He's gone.
There we go.
There you go. Okay, so we're both on that objective, so we're both contesting it right
Well,
now?
no, not necessarily, but before we get to that, do I get to consolidate?
I don't know how that works with the new ruling. I think you can only consolidate if you go into the unit or something like that, like you got a base. Otherwise you can't move. I don't think they gave free moves.
I don't have to consolidate. I'm just like, I would like to get free movement if I could. We're gonna say that this model cannot consolidate, but again, YouTube, tell us if this is right or wrong.
Help me.
Now, as far as who's holding this objective, we're both within 3 inches of the edge of that thing, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, my Mutilith Vortex Beast has an objective control value of 4.
Ooh.
What is the objective
Let's see
control
what
of that?
mine, 2.
So I hold that objective,
You hold
my
it.
friend.
Okay, and now I still hold 2 objectives for the primary we already discussed, and now I hold 1 out of my deployment zone, and I am at the one center 6 inches still with a unit, so that gives me another 8 points. We are at 26 for me, 3 for you.
26-3. That's quite a difference in victory points, Dave.
For now.
It's going to be Bell Round 2 for 1,000 Suns, and it's the command phase. In the command phase, we got to do a couple of things. I think I'm going to stick with the sustain hits as far as the army-wide doctrine. He's going to use the time flux ability, so he's going to essentially grant everybody that's within 6 inches of him +2 to move. So we get to move the models before we attempt to bring those Terminators in. Mutilith Vortex Beast is the only model that's wounded before we go into the movement phase. He started with 13 wounds. He's down to 9. He's not below 50%. So I don't think I need to do a battle shock test for him, and there are no other casualties, so no other units need to be tested for battle shock. So, okay, 5 inches with these dudes will get me on this objective, Dave. So, rubrics will be moving up this way to hold this objective. The rubrics moved from over here to over there. Would you agree that all of them are, because of the footprint of this, wholly within?
Yes.
So you can see them, obviously,
Yes,
right?
I can see them clear as day, but you are in the cover.
I benefit from a cover save, right?
That is
being
correct.
IM. He moves 10, but he can actually move 12 because of Magnus and his time flux ability. If I do that, that would get me kind of close to these duators. 6 would be, I measure to the base or to any point on the hull.
This hole anywhere you to charge or whatever you want. It's
Right?
all from hole.
Okay, cool. So I would actually need about then maybe even less than 5 inches to
Probably.
charge to them.
Probably about a 4.
So we'll measure it, we'll figure it out. So he's gonna move up to here. Okay. The Demon Prince moves 7, but because he's within 6 inches of Magnus, he can actually move 9. I think we're gonna advance the Demon Prince.
It's actually about 6.
What's it looking like?
It's like a 5-inch because it's like almost 6.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. So the Demon Prince advancing. 7 plus 4 is 11. Plus 2 from Magnus is 13 inches of
Woo, he is.
movement.
You gave him wings?
That will actually allow me to get him up to right about here. And the reason why I'm doing this is I want to try and... No, this guy is too far. Is he? I can touch this wall. Yeah, I'm not within 6 of this dude, but that's okay. Here, Magnus, is he within 6 to give them the plus 2 to move? Yes. Great. So they can move 7. So
Honestly, I don't know. I've just been rolling as like a sort of my turn.
okay, so the rubrics with the Exalted Sorcerer attached just moved 7 over here. Well, I don't know if they moved the full 7, but that's what they did. There's a guy here, the Sorcerer, that's been sitting on this objective, and he's going to continue to do so. Magnus. Now, Magnus moves 14, but with his aura that affects him as well, he can actually move 16 inches. So off camera, we measured some distances. Magnus moves 14 plus 2 from Time Flux. 16 would get him right behind the Mutalith Vortex Beast. So he's going to be here, and he's going to be benefiting from the stealth aura from this dude. So we moved all of our models that we wanted to move that are on the field of battle. Let's see if on a 3-up our friends, the Scarab Occult, are going to come from strategic reserves.
That's a 2.
No, they're not. They're chilling at the Photep in low orbit, just watching what's going on. They're like, you know, the Primarch does not need assistance right now. We're just going to chillax a little bit.
We're chanting right now. Don't leave us alone.
We're going to come back to that. Oh, and I forgot one thing, Dave, which is I go back to 14
Cabal points, yes,
ball
you do.
points. And did we increment the...
I gave you your dice.
So I'm at 2?
Yes.
Okay. It's the shooting phase, right? And in
Yes.
the shooting phase, I gotta start with the Doombolt thing. This is what's interesting now. The interaction between these models right now is he has an aura. Let me see what it's called. It's the immaterial flare aura that essentially says whenever a friendly Thousand Sun Psyker that's within 6 inches of this model, which is Magnus in this instance, does a ritual, the ritual doubles its range. Actually, I don't have 13. I don't have 14. I have 13 because I have 2.
That's a major difference. That's fine.
Yeah, well, it is, and you'll see in a moment why. So Doombolt is 7 Cabal points. I'm at 13. I'm spending 7. I'm going down to 6. The range is 18, but he's doubling it, so it's 36, right? So I think that the biggest threat to me right now is this thing with all the scary guns.
Yeah.
So I will target it, and let's see.
Toughness 7, saves on 4s, 6 up, invuln.
I appreciate it, Dave, but I think I'm just going to do mortal wounds to it.
I know, just letting you know what it's
So,
at, and it's 11 wounds.
Cool. Doombolt is going to be looking for a roll of a D6, and higher is better.
That's a 2.
Is going to be D3 plus D3 plus 3 mortal wounds for 3 plus 2, 5 mortal wounds on that vehicle.
It's at 6 remaining. I'm gonna mark it for you now.
Okay, now one thing that we may have not done is, so the priority targets thing.
You're supposed to score that at the
command
end of
phase,
your
right?
command phase. Now,
So-
you were here
I was holding
with
this
the
one and I was
vortex
holding
beast,
this one.
and you were holding that, so that gives you 10.
I think it did.
Yes?
Yes, 10. You got 10 right there. So right now you're at 13 with that primary score.
And then the other ones are at the end and then vehicles and things destroyed, so we'll figure that out later on. So,
Raiders is toughness 8.
I'm not seeing an A.
toughness 8.
Yes.
Okay, so then we are gonna do some stuff. We're actually going to be, I'm gonna spend 1 command point instead of that other thing, going down to 1. I'm going to invoke the ensorcelled infusion stratagem. In my shooting phase, 1000 Psyker is going to do it. Let's say this guy in my shooting phase, this unit is going to be the target, and basically until the end of the phase, all Inferno bolt pistols, guns, blah blah blah, are now have the psychic keyword, and their strength is 5 instead of 4. This does not apply to flamers though, but it will apply to everything else.
Hefty.
Magnus will fire Gaze of Magnus at that vehicle. It's down to 6 wounds.
I am
remaining.
going to spend 1 CP, make it a -1 to hit him.
Listen, you can do that. See, I don't mind it, but honestly, he has +1 to his psychic. I mean, +1 to hit to his psychic weapons, so it's automatically gonna. He hits on 2s. You're
Oh.
gonna make it hard.
Okay.
He's gonna improve
I won't
it.
do it then.
You're spending it for no reason whatsoever.
Yes.
I mean,
Thank you though.
No problem.
Thank you for explaining.
I'm just trying to figure out if I should shoot all the weapons at him or no.
6 wounds and you want him off the table. It's up to you.
No, we are. Is this thing hard to hit?
Yes.
It is.
It's aircraft.
Okay, so Gaze of Magnus here. Zinch's Firestorm, I think, is gonna go in here. Because, does it have dark lances and stuff?
Yes.
Okay, everything's got dark lances for everybody. Starting with the Gaze of Magnus, going into the boats
The boat.
down there.
The Ravager, yes.
It's 3d3 attacks for a total of 3 and 3 and 1 for 7.
7.
Hitting on 2s.
Okay.
These miss. Lucky for you. These are strength 9. Toughness is less than 9.
3s.
So
to
3s, but he improves psychic
2s.
wounds, so 2s.
1 missed, so it's 4.
And this one is going to be devastating wounds.
So that's a mortal wound
So
off the bat.
This is 3 mortal wounds.
Oh, 3 mortal wounds.
And
Okay,
then-
so let's roll the 4.
Minus 2. Three
Okay.
of them.
3 minus 2s.
They actually have AP.
Okay. 6s all
3
around.
dice. 3 dice, not 4.
No, I told this one.
Okay, took all 3.
So that's 9 points down.
Yep.
In addition
Let me
to...
see. No.
No, okay.
Okay,
Quote?
that is gone. There is no units in that boat, of course, so we don't have to worry about
Okay,
that.
and we said Zinch's Firestorm is going into the flyer. That's going to be D6 plus 3 shots for a total of 6. 4 and 2. 4 and 2 is 6. So his ballistic skill is 2. He is -1, but he improves ballistic skill for psychic weapons by 1, so he's still hitting on 2s. He misses 1s, no sustained hits.
Toughness 8.
Toughness 8, strength 5, so we're looking for 5s, but he improves the wound rolls by 1, so 4s. Just 1.
Is this...
This is going to be -1, and this is going to be just 2 points of damage.
Okay. 5 up. 2 points of damage, right? He's at 8.
So he starts with 10, he's down to 8.
Yes, sir.
Neutral Vortex Beast. It will fire, I gotta go with the warp, vortex, and beam mode. Both of these, I'm gonna go for this one.
With the homunculus and racks in it. Okay.
Yeah, so we are looking for 3s to hit. Outside of the tray. That's a hit.
Yes, it is.
This is strength 18 versus toughness less than 9. Is it less than 9?
It's 8. You're talking about the boat, right?
Yeah.
8.
So 2 to wound. That's a wound. That's going to be -4 in
Sixes.
D6 plus 6.
Fail.
Okay, D6 plus 6 is
9.
9.
It's at 1 remaining, I could believe. It is at 1 remaining.
If you allow me, Dave, I'd like to do or benefit from the, he has an aura that happens actually at the end of its movement phase. If there's any enemy models within 6 inches at the end of the movement phase for him, they take mortal wounds.
So first Kronos.
That's the only thing that's within 6, right?
Kronos, we would
He's
determine.
not, he's, tell me if he's within
Yeah,
6.
we got to determine this now.
From the base, right?
Yeah, well, from your base to my hull, so I'm gonna do this like that. And I'm going to say yes.
Okay, so...
So first Kronos dies instantly because it's mortal wounds, right?
well, it is. Okay, cool.
Well, how many you do? Because I get to feel no pain. Go ahead.
On a 1, nothing happens, I don't think.
Go ahead.
Hold on, let me see. On a 2 to 3, 1 mortal wound, 4, 5, D3 mortal wounds, 6 D6 mortal wounds.
Okay, so-
Kronos is going to get a 4, that's 2 mortal wounds.
Okay,
I'm sorry,
so
that's D3.
D3.
But he's going to, it's 1.
So he takes 1. Feel no pain is not successful. He dies.
Does he explode?
Deadly demise of 1. So 6. Nothing happens. Okay, so he's off the table now.
Let's see what happens to the boat.
1.
Nothing happens, I don't think. But each time a unit within range of this each enemy unit within the range of this ability must then take a battle shock test.
So they have to take
For
a
the
battle
boat.
shock right now.
It's, I mean, that sounds about right.
6. I'm good.
Okay. Exalted Sorcerer has an 18-inch range. He's got range on the first 2 boats. He's going to be targeting this thing with the Astral Blast.
The wounded boat.
Yes, with the psychic power. It's D6 attacks. Hold on. 5 is looking for 2s to hit. 6s are essentially an auto hit.
Okay.
Well, we don't need to roll it. It's the sustained hits, that doctrine that they benefit for psychic weapons. Now this is strength 6, toughness is more, so he would be wounding on 5s, but he benefits from Magnus's +1 to wound.
So 4s.
Let's. Okay.
1.
-2 to AP and D3 damage.
6s. Okay, does it blow? No. Okay, now I got to take out the units, put them out, and then we'll roll to see if anyone has a problem with that. Okay, now we'll make the roll. 11 dice.
You're gonna jump on
No 1s.
this, right?
Okay, cool. So everybody lives, the boat goes away.
Are they on objective currently? Yes. Okay.
Now I messed this up because I should have declared what the other rubrics are going to be doing, because this Exalted Sorcerer is attached to this unit, and I called
So you can't shoot guys that can go in the building. They can't do anything.
his shot into that model because I didn't declare anybody else. We're just gonna assume that that whole unit went into that boat that went away. So that's a whole lot of nothing that we're gonna be doing with the rubrics. But you live and you learn. That's, I think, all I can do in the shooting phase. Unless I can do something here, I can't draw a line of sight. Magnus shot, he advanced. the general messed up, so we're just gonna move on into the charge phase. The two guys that can charge are Magnus and the Mutilate Vortex Beast. The Vortex Beast will charge first, declaring a charge into this boat over here. Let's see what we get. We get a 7. I believe that 7 is sufficient to get us in there, right?
You're good.
Plans, because you never did that.
Now, I don't know how this works as far as basing and stuff goes, so I'm just gonna...
It's to the hole, so basically as long as your circumference is within the basing area, any point of my hole, you can do
I'm
it.
touching your nose.
You
Is
do
that
whatever
okay?
you want to do.
Okay, and now that I'm there, Magnus would need...
And then priority control. You control.
He would need a really long charge to make it into that boat. He would need an 11, but he has a Primarch, so you never know, right? Yeah, I'm not even gonna, it's an 8, so that's not gonna happen. So Magnus is gonna stay put. Let's start with the claws first because they're higher strength and toughness and all that. I mean, strength and damage. 5 attacks, looking for 3s. That's 2. Strength 9, toughness is less than 9. 3s. 1, -2, and 4 points of damage.
So I gave you the 2 points.
6 saved.
And then there's 15 attacks with the Beat Tentacled Moz, looking for 3s.
It's control.
I'm gonna break my neck.
1 or 2. But when you go back into priority, it says
Okay, these are hits. These are not psychic weapons, so 6s and all that good stuff does not matter. 7, toughness is more than 7.
T8 for the
So
boats.
5s to 1s. It looks like it's just 2 of them. 2, no AP, and these are single points of damage.
No AP. 4 up saves. 1 wound.
1 wound.
Okay.
it's
So
down
this
to-
boat just took its first wound, so it's down to 9.
Well, didn't it take a...
No, you killed the other one. You brought it all the way down to 1 and then wiped it out. Thanks a lot.
Okay, that's all I can do in my charge phase. You
Now I get to swing back. It's 3 attacks, 6-0-1. Hitting on 4s.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I think I'm gonna.
So 1,
I'm gonna lose that
Strength?
right now.
it's 6,
So 5 to 1.
5s, 1.
1.
Regular save for you.
So that would be a 4 up armor save that he fails.
And that is a 1 damager.
So he's down to 8 wounds remaining. It is down to 8 wounds remaining.
And I can't do anything in moving because you based me.
We already did the primary, right?
Yes, yes. You got 10 points for your primary.
Okay, so Storm hostile objective I do not get because I need to control 1 or more objective that was controlled by your opponent, or your opponent did not control any objective markers at the start of your turn and you control 1 or more objective markers that you did not control. So I do not benefit from this one. I don't get anything. And then bring it down, I think I killed that thing and I killed this thing over here. Now let me see, while the secondary is each time an enemy monster or vehicle model is destroyed, so it counts for every monster or vehicle, right? So I get 2 victory points for each model, and then depending on the amount of wounds I get
10
bonus.
was for the boat, right? The Kronos is under 10.
The Kronos is under 10, so I guess I would just get 2
2.
for it, and then for the boat I would get 2, and then how many wounds on it?
It was a 10 wounder for both.
So that would give me an additional victory point, so there would be 3.
So you get 5
5 from bring it down.
altogether.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have right now 15 and I have 26
Okay.
at the end of round 2.
And now we are gonna go into battle on 3, Drukhari.
Okay, so now Drukhari is going to generate 1 command point and then also an additional 1 from my Archon. You're going to get 1 command point. And we still have priority targets in place, so that's at the end of each command phase. Score 5 VP, for each objective we control. So I control 1 here, I control 2. So that'll be the maximum of 10. And I do not generate anything from Powers of Pain because I haven't killed a soul of yours, really. 2 models. 2 models. I've lost a lot. You lost 2 models.
I didn't lose anything, I don't think.
You lost... Oh, no.
No.
Wow. Look at that. You're a baller. Okay, so now I go into my movement phase, everybody.
You know that those dudes.
I've been doing it on purpose.
Okay.
Because since you've been flying this way, I can go this way to something that is in no man's land.
I forgot that they're there.
Yeah, I've been doing that for a reason because you keep clearing this out, keep doing that.
Okay, okay.
If I would have put them out here turn 1, you would have saw it and said goodbye. And since they move 14 inches, I could pretty much go here. Yeah, because he's doing this on purpose. Okay. I'm going to just take this thing, fly it here, pivot 90 degrees.
Okay.
Okay.
So you fell back with that, dude?
Yes.
How
It's
does that-
flying.
So how does that work?
It flies.
No, but what I'm like as far as shooting and all that stuff goes?
I'm just falling back. I don't care about the shooting. I just moved. You know what? You're right.
No. Can you shoot with it after you fall
That you're
back?
right. I can't. But I can't shoot with you if I'm in hand-to-hand. So shooting is going to be a problem.
No, you can fall back if you'd like. I'm just I don't know.
No, you know what? You gave me a better idea. Stay there. Let you do the psychic to him, and you worry about that. I'm gonna move these guys this way. So the OC is there, and there's no line of sight first floor, so they can go in.
What's that unit over there?
That's the racks with the homunculus leading them. All right, we're going to drop the Cabalite Warriors and the Archon out. Of the transport before it moves, so they still can technically do their moves and all of that stuff there. This is psychic. Okay. So now I go into Strategic Reserves Attempt Volume 2. So we're going to try the Scourges again. Come in from Strategic Reserve, and they come in.
Okay.
Then after the Scourges, we are going to try the Void Ray Bomber, see if he comes in, and so does he.
Nice.
So my units will come in. And since it's turn 3, I could come in at my opponent's battlefield edge as well. And as long as I'm 9 inches away from you. Okay.
I don't like this at all.
This has got to go fit in here, right? Okay. Am I allowed to shoot your demon prince from this boat?
I mean, in my book, you're not, but you can.
Okay. So 1 shot hits.
Hold on. He's got stealth, so he's -1 hit.
Hits.
Okay.
Wounds.
What's the strength?
Neg 12, 12 strength, neg 3, d6 plus 2 damage. The same gun you've been killing off.
Dark lens.
Yes.
Imaging. Okay. I just owe you invuln save, I guess, a 4-up.
5 points.
Which I saved.
That's it. They cannot see you because they're on the first floor there. They can't see you. So now we are going to shoot with the planes. And the planes have 2 dark lances and the splinter rifles. So we're going to send, I guess, those shots into your Rubiks. that are right here.
Let me see if I.
It's 36-inch range and 24-inch range for my guns.
I am not within the aura of the Demon Prince, so go for it.
Now we will do the Dark Lances first. Okay, hitting on 3s.
Okay, both hit.
Both wound.
What's good?
This is neg 3, d6 plus 2 damage each.
So 6 up. I'm sorry, 4 up in one save because of the sorcerer. 1 goes through.
Okay,
Damage?
d6 plus 2.
No, it's 1 guy is dead. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's saying one guy takes a whole lot of damage. So 3 from the splinter cannon. Oh no, d6. 4, hitting on 3s. Splinter is anti-infantry. You're not infantry,
I am
so.
infantry.
Oh yeah. Oh, so 3s.
So 2 wounds, AP.
2, and the splinters neg 1, 2 damage apiece.
Neg 1.
Splinter cannons 1 damage to neg 1, 2 damage apiece.
Okay, who's shooting?
It is the plane.
This plane.
Yes, that
From
plane.
his point of view, can
That
you
plane
see
to there.
every?
No, you have a cover save.
Okay, so what I'm saying is it's -1 from cover. I
But
would
you
get
get
+1. That's a 3 up armor save instead of a 4 up invuln save. You said I owe you 1 save.
Yes.
3 up. I save it.
Okay. All right. And for the splinter rifles, it's 1 shot. And it's rapid fire. I am not within 12 of you.
You may be. You are.
Oh, so 2 shots. 1. Nothing. There you go. So that's his shots. The Void Raven Bomber. The Dark Sights. Give me 6 attacks apiece, so that's 12 attacks. Hitting on 3s, 8 strength, neg 4, 2 damage apiece. That is the bomber,
Going
hitting the
into-
same place.
Rubrics?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
3's to hit.
3s.
And then
And now this is 8 neg 4, 2 damage to the infantry, so 2s.
2's to 1.
Okay, and this is neg 4, 2 damage apiece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. There will be 8 4 up invulns, I guess. I failed 2, 3. How much damage?
That's 6, 2 apiece.
2 apiece. That's 3 models dead. So 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Now it also has the missile, so the missile will give me D6,
Okay.
3, on 3s, all, and 7 strength, neg 1, 1 damage. 1 is to the Marines,
1 wound
One.
damage. AP.
is neg 1, 1. So you get regular because you got a cover save.
Well,
You're 50, I got to see the whole entire
and I
unit.
think you can now
Oh, okay.
because of how I removed the models. So
Okay.
4 up armor, 4 up invuln. I fail it. Damage.
It's a damage.
1.
Yes.
So 1 guy is gonna take a wound. Let's say this guy.
Okay. The Scourges are now going to be targeting there with 3 Dark Lancers,
What's their
36-inch range.
Okay. Can all of them see with the dark lances because you have this? What is this forest over there, and you're behind it?
Okay, so 1, 2, 3 is, so you got 2 on the outskirts, 1's half. I don't know if you say if he's able to see your guy.
No, this guy can. Yeah.
Yeah, so 3 of them can see, 1 is out, so I'll do 3.
Okay.
Okay? 1. It's the D. It's
4 up invuln?
Yep. Okay. You
Save.
got it. Okay, so that's their shots. This,
You can see them.
yeah, I just want to see.
You're just gonna get cover, but
Yeah. So they have heat lances, 1 apiece, hitting on 3, strength 14, neg 4, d6. Hits. And heat lances are melter 3. So the 6 is with melter.
Isn't melted just half range? You do more damage? or
Yeah, I'm
something
just
like
trying to see half range, okay? Which I am not in half range.
that? Well, it's 18, so
It's 18.
So 9?
Yeah,
No. Okay.
I'm not in half range, so we don't have to worry about that. And neg 4d6. So strength 14.
Yeah, anything but.
So
4 up in wounds.
yep, 2.
I save one goes through. That kills the guy that had a
Yes,
wound.
the guy that has the wound, so I don't have to
Okay.
roll that. Each splinter rifles. So that's 2 attacks apiece from the splinter rifles.
Just so you know, Dave, you killed 5 guys in a 10-man unit. So if you remove one additional one, you're gonna force a battle shock test.
Ooh, let's hope I can. All right. So we got 2, 4, 5 off of the splinter rifles as hits. Anti-infantry on 3s.
Go for it.
So you have 3 at regular saves.
Well,
It's no
AP?
info, no
It's
AP.
that unit.
It is still that unit, yes.
And so I would actually get a cover save, but I cannot improve a save beyond 3. So 3 ups.
You're
Save
good.
them all.
Okay, so that is the shots from this corner here. There, I can't shoot with him in hand to hand, right? Oh yeah, I can now, right? The bolt, it's a vehicle, so I can shoot in hand to hand.
Thank
Big
you.
guns never tire.
So they can fire, but not blast weapons.
So one shot from the dark lance
Big guns never tire.
hits, doesn't wound. I'm gonna CP re-roll that.
What's the strength from this weapon?
This is strength 12, neg 3, d6 plus 2.
You need 3s to wound.
3s.
Okay. I get a 5 up in wound save,
Yep.
I guess, on the mutilate. No. How much damage is this gonna do?
It's gonna be d6 plus 2.
That could kill it. So, do I burn a command point to? Yeah, but I got a 5 up.
I don't-
in wound.
You
You know what? Roll it. Let's see what happens. I got feel no pain as well, so. Fuck! Fuck!
8 damage.
2, 4, 6, 8. Oh my god. 8, 5 up, feel no pains. Can the mutilate live? Oh, yes, it can. I saved 3. I took 5.
It's at 1?
No, it's a.
Oh, it's at 3. Okay.
You rolled exactly how much you needed to remove it, and I saved 3 feel no pain, so 3.
Okay. I guess that's the shooting phase I have. So we have a charge phase, but I don't think I'm going to charge anywhere. So I think we're going to do the ongoing battle in this melee that we're about to start.
Okay, in that case, I go first.
Yes.
Because I'm the defender, and that's how it works. Now, this model has 1 to 4 wounds remaining, so each time a model makes an attack, I
do you have to
subtract
take-
1
yes.
from the hit roll. So the mutilate is going to swing. I mean, that's the only thing that I can do, right?
Nothing else is in
So
anywhere.
he's going to swing first. So let's do the 5 attacks with the mutilate claws. So instead of 3s, he's looking for 4s.
Okay.
Let's see if he can. 4s. 1. And then this is strength 9, toughness is less, so 3s to wounds. 1 wound, -2, 4 points of damage.
6.
He took 4.
It is at 5.
To beat Tentacled Maw, 15 attacks, looking for 4s instead of 3s. Jesus Christ, now the dice are betraying me. 4s instead of 3s, right?
Yep, that's what you said.
So that's 2, 4, 5. Strength is 7. Toughness
8.
is more, so 5s to wounds. 1. And no AP, 1 point of damage.
Take 1.
Okay.
So now it's at 4. I'm going to hit you for 3 attacks, hitting on 4s.
Okay.
This is cocked, so nothing. And that was my attack.
You had one.
No, I flipped it when I went to go
Oh, okay.
for the cock
Okay,
dice.
okay,
I'm not going to cheat that 5. The 5 was actually like a 1 or a 2 that
Okay.
flipped over. So that is now the battle that's taking place there. So we
Okay.
are done with combat. Now, do we have any battle shock test that we got to take?
Well, battle shock tests happen at the end of command phase, right?
Oh, okay. So then that's that. So now scoring, I am on 1, 2, 3 objectives. Cleanse only allows me, let's see, 2 or more for 5. So I get 5, and then am I within the sensor? No. Am I within your deployment zone 1? No. So I only get 5 points in this one. I am at 41.
I don't see a way of catching up to you, Dave.
I don't know.
The only option here is total and complete annihilation.
Annihilation, yes.
So okay, so this is now Belron 3000 Suns.
You gain the CP,
Okay.
going to 3. I go to 5.
Sounds good. I am declaring I'm going to stick with sustained hits for the army-wide doctrine for psychic weapons. I am going to try and heal some rubrics with the Exalted Sorcerer here. Rubrics, and let's see what happens. I roll a 2. That's going to bring, I believe, just 1 unit. So that's going to be this dude. Now, what's interesting is battle shock tests happen at the end of the command phase, and this
And you also
does not.
choose the sequencing because it's your phase, right? So if something comes in prior to it and then just in case.
Well, unless it specifically says it on the ability when you do it, I guess it's not at the end of the phase. So this is pretty nifty. We can do the same thing here, but there are no casualties
No,
here.
yeah.
Magnus is going to declare, no, he's going to do time flux again, I guess, for +2 to movement of the command phase. There's nothing else we can
Hold
do.
on. So if it's the end of the command phase, you're on 1 objective there.
2.
2. So you get 10 points. Let us not forget that on for you.
Okay.
So you have 10 points from your primary. Continue.
So where are we at right now?
25 to 41.
That's depressing. But it is what it is. So we're gonna go into the movement phase, and at the end of the movement phase, hopefully we can roll a 3 up and bring 500 freaking points worth of Terminators into this game. I've been playing this game with a quarter of my army absent from the field of battle. These guys can move 5. They're not within 6 inches of Magnus. So they're just gonna do this. Okay. So that's them. 9 inches would get him up to here, I guess. I think they are gonna stay where they are. Now the question is, what the heck do we do with Magnus? Because I mean, it would be very nice to clean this up, and that would give me extra victory points because I would take this objective from you, but there's a lot of bad dudes on this side of the table, so I think we have to go this way. Don't laugh. We
No,
gotta do it.
I didn't want you to go that way. That's why I'm laughing. I'm like, he went the way I wanted him not to go.
We gotta do it.
Yes.
We're gonna go
16.
16 would be up to here. There we go.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be
That-
Magnus. And at this point in time, Dave, can we roll a 3?
Let's hope not.
Let's see. Can we roll a 3?
That's a 6, man.
The Scarab Occult Terminators decided to join
They're
us.
finally coming into play.
They will drop from the battle barge Photep in low orbit, and they will join the fray. Now the question is,
Where
the heck do I put them? I didn't think this through, Dave. So if I go behind Magnus, I should be good. So the Terminators came in right here. They're within 6 inches of Magnus, of the Demon Prince. They are within 9 inches of that
The Raider?
gunboat over there, and they are within a bunch
Shooting distance
yeah.
of the aircraft.
over here. Even here we can kind of touch this with some of the models depending on what happens here. Now at the end of the movement phase, I think that the aura from the Mutilith Vortex piece still kicks in, the mutating vortex that says at the end of your movement phase, roll a d6 for each enemy unit within 6 inches.
I'm within range.
Yeah, I was
the
hoping-
racks aren't.
Yeah, they're not. So let's see what that does. That's going to be a 2. 2 says
+3.
just single mortal wound. So we're
3.
okay. Okay, and then we're gonna move on into the shooting phase, right?
That's
Now I have 16.
to let you know I gave you 10 points on your primary.
I appreciate it. I'll take any points that I can at this point in time. Now I have all my sorcerers on the field of battle. I am at 16 Cabal points. We have so 6 up, so 4 up armor, 6 up in wound, toughness 9, wounds,
And wounds is 12.
and -1 to hit. It's hard to hit.
Yes. And then the other one, Razor Wing, is 8 toughness, hitting on, saving on 4s, wound, 10 wound count.
I want to target one of these flyers with Doombolt because it would bypass your -1 to hit. That's one thing. And the other thing that I want to do is I want to take away somebody's armor saves and leave it invuln saves only. And I'm debating, so it's going to go on these 2. I'm just trying to figure out who is the better candidate for what. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try and do Doombolt here. And I think I'm going to take away armor saves here. So Magnus will spend 7 Cabal points from 16 going to 9.
Okay.
And he will attempt to manifest, well, not attempt, he will manifest Doombolt against this wounded flyer. We're rolling a d6 to see what the outcome of this is, and we roll a 4. 4 is going to give us d3 plus 3 mortal wounds against this flyer, and that's going to be 2 plus 3, 5 mortal wounds. So it's down to 3 wounds remaining. And, we're going to use the remaining 9 points, Cabal points, and we're going to all of them can draw a line of sight, and all of them are within 18 inches, so it's irrelevant who does it, but one of them, let's say the Demon Prince, is going to use the Twist of Fate Cabal ritual, which is going to be at the start of any phase. Let's say, I mean, that's now. Select one enemy unit within 18 invisible. Until the end of the phase, armor saving throws cannot be made for the Void Raven Bombers. So it's just going to have a 6 up invuln save. We're gonna spend the command points going down to 2. This is all happening before we start shooting, right? The weapons that are not missile racks and Soul Reaper cannons are going to be changing to psychic, and they're gonna have strength 5. So bolters are now psychic and strength 5, and
Hefty.
you know what? We're going to take it a step further, and we're going to spend another command point, and we're going to go down to 1, and we're going to put Devastating Sorcery on them, and we're going to say that until the end of the phase, each time a model in your unit makes a psychic attack, you can re-roll the hit roll, and you can re-roll the wound roll. Okay? Okay. So I am hoping to ensure death of some of the models.
Death of the salesman. Yeah. Okay.
Another thing that we can do is in the shooting phase, this guy can give, I mean, he gives the unit lethal hits, so they auto wound on 6s. But he can also tag a unit within 18 inches and give it rerolls of 1. So I think we're gonna put it on this dude.
So what is being put on him?
The Terminator Sorcerer
Oh, yeah.
is using his ability, which is marked by fate.
Okay.
So basically, he's marking this unit.
Yes,
and,
he marked it.
Let's give it a token.
Okay, it's got a token.
So anybody that shoots, any friendly that shoots him, until the end of the turn, each time a friendly Thousand Suns model makes an attack that targets this unit, re-roll a hit roll of 1. Actually, the way I read this, it's until the end of the turn, my player turn, not the phase, and it says attack, not a range.
All your
attack.
attacks.
So even in close combat,
Yes, all your
re-rolls a
attacks.
1 against this guy.
Yes.
I'm going to put the 2 Soul Reaper cannons into this dude
Okay.
with -1, right?
Yes.
But never mind, you'll see. So Soul Reaper cannon into this guy, shooting into close combat, right? We said that we can do that with a
Yes,
penalty
with
of
the-
-1
yes.
against vehicles.
Yes.
And then everything else we're gonna put into the Void Raven bomber.
Okay. Would it still be -1 to hit him as well, right?
Well, no, because
Because of fly of the aircraft.
that is absolutely true, but what I'm trying to say is these weapons that are shooting him, except for the missile racks, are psychic weapons, and Magnus improves, he has an aura of +1 to hit and +1 to wound.
So you're just negative. You're negativing my -1.
Exactly. So
Well, it's
that's
still better than you getting a bonus.
true. The sorcerer has coruscating flames, which is also going to go in there.
So now, since you took away my -1, can I use my stratagem on a Drukhari unit and give it another -1?
I don't know. Can you stack multiple -1s?
That's what I don't know about it. So I'll say I can't for now, and if
Why?
I can, chat, it'll be done in the future.
Sounds, are you sure?
I'm positive with that.
Okay, that's how we're gonna play it then. This dude with his 18-inch psychic power is gonna target this thing. And actually, let's start with that. So that's the aspiring sorcerer attached. I mean, leading in the unit of Scarab Occult Hermes. He's got the Warp Smite psychic power. This is a psychic power, so it has a psychic keyword, so it's improved by 1, so it negates your -1, so he's looking for 3s. He is re-rolling 1s because this thing is marked for death. Okay, 6s are lethal hits because of this
Of
guy.
1?
And then 6s are also
Mortals?
sustained hits, so from the army doctrine, so I would get an automatic hit, but it not a wound, right? I don't think. So this one is automatically going to wound. We're going to put it aside. These are strength 4 going against toughness 8.
Greater, yeah.
Is it 8?
Yes.
So I will need 6s to wound you.
Yeah, go ahead and 8.
But Magnus gives me +1 to psychic weapons when wounding, so 5s. And I get 1.
CP rerolled a 1?
No. This is the wound roll.
Oh, okay. So I get 1. 1 save.
1.
Okay.
This is -3 to AP. So that's going to be 2 points of damage. So it's
Is that 1?
down to 1.
He's really flying slow.
Okay, and then the 2 Soul Reaper cannons going in here. There are 3 attacks each. There's 2 of them. Looking for 3s with a -1. It's a 4. Okay, so 1 miss. I do not get anything on 6s because these are not psychic weapons. Strength of the Soul Reaper cannon is 6. Toughness is more than 6. So 5s. 1, but this is actually a devastating wound. Is it a devastating wound? Yes, it is. So it's just going to be 1 mortal wound on this vehicle.
1 mortal wound and then 1 damage?
No, just 1 mortal wound.
Oh, okay.
So he's down to 2?
No, 3.
Wasn't
at
he at-
4.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to find the 3. Okay.
That's fine. So moving on with let's finish off the Scarab Occult. So we have 2 missile ranks going in here, 2 shots each for a total of 4.
Okay.
These are not improving. So they're oh yes, we marked this thing with reroll all hits and all wounds, right? For psychic weapons, these are not psychic weapons, and I can't reroll shit. So no, this is all misses. With the nicest weapon, and 7 times 2, 14 shots, I want to say, with the Infernal Bolters. Okay, so these are now going into the Void Raven Bomber. We're re-rolling everything against it, right? So 6s are lethal, so these automatically go through, and they score 3 auto hits because sustained thingamajig. We're hitting them on 3s. -1 + 1 would be still 3s.
So you would want to re-roll those unless you want to fish.
These hit, but these we get to re-roll.
You don't want to fish these, right?
No, we'll leave
Okay, I'll put it over there.
Okay, so these are auto wounds, and we had 2 more hits, and hits, and these are misses. Okay, cool. Jesus Christ. So these are still wounds. These we gotta roll to wounds. Now this is strength 5 against toughness 9, so 5 to wound, but Magnus's aura improves it by 1. So 4 is re-rolling everything. So wound, and wound, re-rolling. I didn't absolutely do enough damage to this thing. I was too confident. So we got this many wounds. So there's going to be 5, 10, and 15. 15 wounds at, I want to say, -1 and 1 point of damage. Oops, sorry, Dave.
You're fine.
Oh, and we took away its
-1,
armor
right?
saves. No, we took away its armor save, so no armor save. So just 15, 6 up.
It's invones, yeah. No invones, so 15 damage done to this damn thing.
How many wounds? Less than 15, right?
It's dead now.
So-
It's just got to see if it does deadly demise.
Let's see.
Let's see if you do it to me again. No.
Roll, spend the command point, re-roll this.
Okay. Well, you did take out another vehicle, and that will get you another couple of points right there.
Yeah, we'll count
No,
that
we'll
up
continue.
later on. Yep. So the Scarab Occult is done. Everything is going to go into this unit, except for the Soul Reaper Cannon, which is going to go into the...
Soul Reaper there, everything else into
yes.
their bikes.
Let's start with the Soul Reaper Cannon, which is Soul Reaper is 6 shots, 2, 4, 6, looking for 3s, but -1, so 4s, right? Re-rolling 1s because it's marked. 6s are not with this weapon, only with psychic weapons. So 4s we said we're looking for. These are hits, strength 6, toughness is more, so we're looking for 5s. Not a single one. He's got 1 wound remaining there.
He's very crippled just looking at you going, hello.
Okay, so let's see. These guys don't have rapid fire anymore. They're just 2 shots each with the bolt guns. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8 shots.
Oh, the bikes, Revis.
The bikes,
okay.
yeah. So they're looking for 3. They're not hard to hit, right?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Unless you roll like that. I mean,
Thank you, Dave.
sorry.
Strength 4, toughness 4, so 4 is the wounds. Now, because they're on the objective and these are rubrics, they get to reroll 4s. I mean, all wounds.
And you got still 2.
And these, because they're 6s, because of Mark of Flame or whatever they're carrying, improve AP by 1.
Okay.
So they're actually going to be 2 wounds, 1 damage each, -2 to AP.
Okay, so save on 3s. You said -2?
Mm-hmm. 2
5s.
So 5 ups, So that's 2 points of damage. I mean, 1 each.
1 each?
Yeah.
Okay, so our bike will die. So I will take this bike.
The aspiring sorcerer has warp smite, which is a psychic power. It's 2 attacks, looking for 3s, but because the unit is within 6 of Magnus, it's actually going to be looking for 2s. So it hits. No sustain hits and all that nonsense. Strength is 4 against toughness 4, so 4s, but Magnus improves by 1, so 3s. That's 2 wounds, and the 6s are actually devastating wounds. So that's going to be, this one is a mortal wound, and this one is -3.
So 2 saves and a mortal wound.
No. 1 mortal wound, 1 -3 to AP.
2,
So 1 bike is dead. There 2 wounds each?
Yep.
Yeah. And that leaves the Exalted Sorcerer's Psychic Power, which is Astral Blast. It's now Blast is for units of 5 or more. It's +1 attack, right?
I guess so, yes.
Yeah, but I don't know how many.
3 bikes.
So it doesn't count. Okay, so D6 attacks for 5. This is a psychic weapon. So 2s. Exploding 6s. So I'm just gonna add this one back in.
Yes.
These are strength 6 against toughness 4. So wounding on 3s, but Magnus wounding on 2s. So all of them wounds are -2 to AP and D3 damage each.
To the bike, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's
The bike saves on 4s. So 2 right there.
Would be 6s.
Yeah, it's already done.
Okay, so-
it's 1 last bike.
Cool. So they are.
So you've wiped out the bikes, but they're not vehicles for you in your scoring condition.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. And then we have. So they're done shooting. They're done shooting. Now Magnus can actually charge into this plane, right?
He's flying.
Magnus is pretty fly.
He's fly.
For a red guy.
He's kind of fly for a red guy.
Meaning he can possibly shoot at something else, right?
Yeah, you look at one way, fly the other. Who are you now, Eldar?
I think the smart play is this vehicle over here. So Magnus is going to fire both of his weapons into that vehicle over there.
This is the same thing that is basically useless for trying to give it neg 1?
Yeah, he hits on 2s and he improves hit rolls and wound rolls by 1 of all psychic
So you
attacks.
can't go under 2 anyway, so you'll always be at 2. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think that's by design. So first things first is Gaze of Magnus, 3d3 attacks for 2 and 2 and 1, so 5 total. Looking for 2s, right? 6s explode.
3 of them.
So we're adding 3 more. And then it's strength 9, toughness is less, right? So 3 is the wound, but 2 is because of his aura.
All but 1.
All but 1.
2, 4, 6, 7.
This one is a devastating, so this is 3 more wounds.
Okay, 3 mortal wounds right off the bat from that
And
one.
you owe me 2, 4, 6 minus
2,
2s.
4, 6. Okay, so this is definite. 4s, make sure. Yeah, saves on 4s. So
6s, so you failed 4.
Yep.
4 times 3 is 12, and 3 more is 15 points of damage.
he's good. He doesn't give no demise to no one, so there's no need for that.
Okay.
So that's 2 vehicles, sir, that you have
1, 2
destroyed.
vehicles, yes. That leaves the Mutilate Vortex Beast, which, because of big guns, never tire, right? We said
Yes.
vehicles and monsters
Neg
can
1 to
fire at neg 1. Now the thing is, he can't fire blast weapons, which is fine, but he also has a torrent weapon, which is an
Auto hitting.
auto hitting, right? And it's 2Ds. I'm debating. I think I only need to do, how many wounds do I need to do? 3.
3 major wounds.
So I have that.
And I also have witches with a succubus that comes out of this boat.
Let's do the big shot. So looking for a 4. No, I'm spending a command point going to no command points. It lives.
Wow!
End of shooting phase, charge phase. Magnus will be declaring a charge against the plane.
Can I overwatch you?
You can if you'd like.
So let me do that because I might as well, needing 6s, so 2 dark lances.
Okay.
Wounds.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What does that mean?
Neg 3 d6 plus 2 damage each.
Okay. So he's got 4 up in wounds. He has a 4 up in wounds save. He saves 1. 1 goes through.
7 points of damage to Magnus.
Magnus starts off with 16. You took away 7, so he's down to 9 wounds remaining.
Okay, now I have splinter shots.
That's enough, Dave.
Yeah, well, then the splinters ain't gonna do nothing to Magnus. And there you go. And then the splinter cannon generating the d6, giving me 2. And nothing. So now you can do your charge.
6.
That should be it, yeah, because of the wing. Wing to wing, we should be more than capable.
Oh, even without the wing, it's fine. So I just want to do
Whatever you
this with my 9 wounds remaining.
Oh, yeah.
And touch this objective because I'm taking it away from you by him being there. And
The second you even touch him, he's gonna evaporate the plane.
so let's so he wounded Magnus, so he's pissed, right? So 4 and 5, 6, 7 attacks, looking for 2s with Blade of Magnus in strike mode or whatever. I don't know. Does he have -1?
It's aircraft.
Even in
It's to
close
hit
combat?
it, just to
That's
hit it.
fine. This is psychic weapon, so Magnus +1s it. He re-rolls ones because we marked this thing for death. All of them hit, and this is going to be strength 16, toughness.
Oh, yeah, that's 9. Oh, no, that's 8.
So 2.
So it's 2s.
There's a lot of 6s. So let me tell you what happens when I roll 3 6s. I do devastating wounds. This is 9.
Does he blow?
This is 9.
Does he
There's
blow?
more. Let's see.
Oh, I needed him to blow. Okay, no problem.
Okay. So that's it.
So 3 vehicles at 10 wounds, so your additional scoring for that, but you still have here.
You go first.
Okay, 3 attacks, doing me nada much. And 1 regular save for you. It's 1 damage if it goes through.
So 4 up.
It's 1 damage.
2 points of damage.
Yeah, your attack back.
I attack back. 5 attacks with the Mutilith Claws. -1 because degraded. All hit actually because I'm looking for 4s. This is strength 9, toughness is less, so 3s. 3 of them -2, 4 points of damage.
He's gone. Let's see if he blows. He does not.
Okay.
Now, there's units in there, so I gotta get them out, and then we'll resolve what happens with them.
Sounds good.
1 person is lost. Everything else is saved.
They were single one models.
Yes. So this goes, and now the boat goes, and we have finalized that. 3.
2 vehicles, 3 vehicles, 4 vehicles.
Yeah, 4 vehicles.
Now, I don't know how bring it down works. Can I max it out?
Now, how is the max in there? What does it tell
If
you?
you use tactical missions, you cannot score more than 8 VP. But I'm not using tactical.
No, you're using fixed.
So I guess
it's the lowest end.
I can do whatever the heck I want. So I get 2 points per vehicle. So that's 4 vehicles, that's 8 victory points. But if they have more than 10 wounds, then I get bonus.
That's what I'm saying. They were all 10 or more.
But how much more? Because I get 1 victory point if it's 10 wounds or more. If it's 15, I get...
There's nothing that's 15.
Okay, so then it's 3 victory points per?
So 3 each.
Yeah, so
it's 3, 6, 9, 12 from that. and
Storm hostile objective. I took away an objective marker from you. That's 4 victory points.
so that's 16 you scored. That was a good score there. So you were at 44.
And we're the Drukhari.
And Drukhari is at 51.
44-51?
Yes.
That's a 7-point difference. Dave at the end of Bell Run 3. I just think that at this point in time, to be honest with you, it's looking to it's
because now your scoring is being hindered.
Well, no, I can't catch up with you with victory points. There's no. I don't think I can.
No.
I mean,
because I'm going to score 10 more points right now on the end of my command phase just for being on 1 and 2 with the primary.
What's there?
Right here, it's gorgeous.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
The Archons here with the Cavalite Warriors.
That's fine. So we can continue playing. I didn't see it. We can continue playing. It's not an issue. I'm just saying.
I don't need to. It's
in the next turn or two, if we continue playing, I am confident that all the models from the Drukhari faction are going to be
they'll be wiped. Yeah,
play.
but
and I think that if I table you, that's
the end of the game, but that's also the end of your scoring.
If that's the case, I'm going to lose this game. Nope, you win, Dave.
Thank you. That was an excellent game. It was very scary. The Thousand Suns are brutal. I think I played a little cagey. And we probably made a couple of mistakes here or there, everyone. I mean, this was my first game in. This is Milan's second game in 10th edition. It is an exciting edition. It is something that we are eager to learn more and more. But there were little bumps and bruises in the road. But at the end of the day, there's got to be a winner and there's got to be a loser. And as it stands, I'm the winner.
Congratulations, David. I couldn't have lost a better guy, so I am very happy. I don't know if I chose the wrong secondaries or what I did wrong.
Well, you went fixed, and I don't know. In fixed, you can't change your secondaries, right? You're stuck with them. Because I know for me, I could for 1 CP. Discard one and draw into more, but I liked what I had, so I just never used that ability.
You were just generating a lot, and I think maybe what messed me up.
Me hiding units, waiting to get.
Well, that's one thing, but the thing is, I had 500 points in reserves.
Reserves for three turns.
I could have removed a little bit more of your assets earlier on in the game, stopping you from scoring that much.
Yes, so people understand something. Be nice to your opponent, so when they get screwed up from their own abilities, it's no bad feelings.
There you go. So, how do you like it? Well, I mean, after the first game.
After the first game, it is a very good game. I mean, it can turn at a split of the hat. We did not go into the gambits, by the way, so we don't know if we could have made anything change that as a major event. But once again, more games will show us how in-depth our armies are. Drukhari is good to play, but they're still glass cannon. They're still what they are, fast-moving, but my advice is don't move them into your opponent's area. Let them actually come and deal with your stuff, and then move around them, so to speak. Let them make the choices of, did they just move 12 inches one way and 12 inches backwards for no reason, or are they going to continue the process they come with? That's what Drukhari's best for right now, plus also with the missions that I wind up picking. If I would have had different missions, it may have played differently.
That's all we had for you guys. So
thank you, everybody.
This video. If you did, leave a like, post comments, and we'll catch you next time.